Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this might be the last reading for a couple days. Did I say that yesterday? I might mean it this time because I do have to actually move and set up a new space, yada da. We'll see. We'll see if I come back tomorrow. I might still be in this space. Anyways, long story short, let's get into the reading. So what is the cutting edge energy for the divine counterparts, the divine masculines, the divine feminines? What is the cutting edge for the divine masculine polarity on the collective, or in the collective right now? So thank you, divine creator. What are the divine masculines working on energetically? Intention, mental breakthroughs, and ideas. What is that all about emotionally for the divine masculines? Let's see. Okay, so they have an emotional connection to the inner work and their careers, their abundance, their money. So they are starting to come to it, or deepening their belief in the understanding that their true alignment, their affinity for certain things is connected to their abundance. This is a deepening of an aha moment, that when they specialize in the things that really make their heart sing, that they will be able to take their careers to the next level, their influence in the world, their joy factor, and their finances are going to up level, or they're starting to see that happening. Many are thinking, gee, I don't like what I do for work, I want to switch out of it. They're making changes that way. There's a light bulb moment here where they're understanding that life is too short to stay in employment scenarios or in even entrepreneurial scenarios where they are not fully fulfilled. So there are some career changes, advancements that the masculines are willfully seeing and manifesting consciously. It's like their hearts are saying yes for some next level fulfillment to come in. It's like this light bulb moment. Gee, I shouldn't be wasting my time at this level when I'm really actually ready to show the world the real me I just heard. So, okay, so conscious mind for this intention, mental breakthrough, and idea. What is on the conscious mind? Passion, purpose. There's that Ace of Wands every reading since November. Broken record over here, but here it is, this inspired new idea. So consciously they are ripe for these downloads, breakthroughs. They are aligning with asking for a higher guidance or an epiphany. They are asking the universe to give them direction. What are the divine masculines' 3D worlds doing in response to this energy? Okay, they are opening to dreaming big. If you can dream it, you can achieve it kind of energy here. They're not taking these limiting beliefs for face value anymore. They're not certain what the future holds. They're staying neutral. They're staying open. They're asking for higher guidance, but they're not buying into the fear, and they're not limiting anything by needing things to be a particular manifestation. They are letting go of their known assumptions even further, one stage further. And this is where the epiphanies and true divine downloads can come in, true downloads from the universe, because they are admitting to the very universe itself that they don't have all the answers, and they've got room to grow. They've learned a lot. What is that saying? The more you know you don't know. They're kind of at that stage, but they know that instead of being afraid of that, it can be marvelous, and that there is a benevolent higher power ready to give them solutions and innovations coming through. So I feel a real faith and belief in something good coming for them. They're in an aligned energy where they are ready for their extraordinary life to come in on a new level. They're ripe for it. They cannot keep going the way that they have been going, and so they are asking for more. Beautiful energy. What can we see for the feminines? What is the cutting edge? I didn't even see that one hop. Okay, psychic vision, hidden meanings, and dream reading. So divine feminines, your psychic clarity is up-leveling here. What can we see for clarification? Emotionally for the feminines, what is it that we can see? Okay, about living situation, we've got creature comforts, home. So there is a grounding of your connection to source, because there might be some situations where you're uprooted, or home scenarios, creature comforts are on pause. There may feel like karmic situations. For many, this is a wife card in the reverse. It can be divorce, it can be separation from a marriage partner, something like that. It can be in transition. There are some changes that are up in the air. So it does demand that you are on it psychically and you feel into your highest timelines. But most importantly, divine feminines, whatever changes, disruptions to your home life or your comfort at this time, you are being asked to really surrender to asking for signs, omens, hidden meanings in things, and being at peace, finding the comfort deep within despite the changes, the emotional stability that you can find within, connected to source, to surf through all of the things that are uprooted or disrupted in your physical environment right now. For some, this could be financial constraints. Trust wherever you're at that you are on the path, and that this is a rite of passage, divine feminine, where emotionally you are being asked to rely on your core integrity, your connection to source, your faith, your trust, that all things are making way for what you've asked for. And these are the exact changes that need to occur in the 3D in order for those blessings that you've asked for to come in. So see the highest timelines, see with gratitude, continue going through this rite of passage with gratitude. Yes, find the energetic assessment that connects with these wish fulfillment, bliss, highest timelines. This is a neutral energy. It came out on the edge here, so it's this neutral assessment. So divine feminines, even if your physical world looks turned upside down in some way right now, stay neutral and seek the energetic interpretation that continues to show you the way towards your 10 of Cups happiness. This is the path, but it is obscured by the 3D vantage point in some way right now. You may have total peace about the changes that are occurring, and yet you don't know exactly how they will play out or what that will be like. So just stay the course and trust. In time it will make sense. Stay emotionally balanced in gratitude. Take a deep breath, take the next step. What can we see for the conscious mind of the feminines at this time? I just heard many feminines are getting higher direction right now and not being shown the results, and that's very collective, I just heard. Okay, consciously just moving forward. This is another card about moving, travel, closing some gaps, covering ground, covering some distance, bridging a gap. So consciously there's progress. Energetically you have been manifesting. The Chariot is the energetic backstory to the 3D manifestations, and we're seeing now with this beautiful psychic up-leveling that you are now privy, Divine Feminines, to the energetic backstory that allows for manifestations to materialize. You are living the lucid dream in real time right now, Feminines, because you are so powerful. Look back on your life, I just heard, when you were oblivious to the way energy works, and now see how aware. It's like being in the slow motion aspects of the Matrix movie. You're seeing that all playing out. You're seeing what goes into manifestations. You're seeing right now this snapshot of the things that you've asked for unrolling and starting to come in by their 3D, shifting out the things that you are releasing to make way for the things that you've energetically desired to come in. So be conscious of that. There's something to be said for not sweating the small stuff right now and having this big picture thinking, but looking at things consciously, looking at the changes, the unforeseen things popping up for you right now as what you've asked for. Ask to be shown if you don't see that clearly. What can we see in the 3D, in the material realm, for the Feminines with this psychic intuitive up-leveling? It's time for self-love, time to let go, time to see the past through the beautiful eyes, I just heard. There is a new beginning coming, but right now you are in this slow motion leap of faith. It's like she's ready to do this diving board, jump into that pool, and she's doing a backflip right now because it came out in the reverse. She's gonna, what is that, a triple gainer? I remember that. I don't know, I don't dive, but maybe that's a sign for someone. I'm not sure what a gainer is. That's like a barrel roll, or if it's a somersault. Anyways, I get the sense that Divine Feminines, you're like shooting the wormhole, the portal to where you've been going, this rainbow bridge, with finesse and style right now, which means self-love, life review, looking for the highest interpretations, and faith that this new life, new timeline is still like you're in this finessing of the exit of the old, and you're going to be diving with no splash into the new. So beautiful. So yeah, Divine Feminines, you are on track. You may not see it from that hindsight 2020 perspective right now, but you do know it's coming, and these are some proofs for you. You're seeing the histories through more loving eyes. You are increased in your amount of self-love, and you can sense this new beginning coming. So everybody is kind of feeling it at this time coming in. All right, let's do a Divine Masculine check-in. Yeah, let's do that. So what can we see for how are the Divine Masculines looking at the connections at this time and their Divine Feminine? How are the masculines feeling on the heart space about the journey at this point and their divine counterpart? What are the Divine Masculines wishing for their own lives and for these connections? What are the DMs doing in their own lives and towards these connections? What is the biggest challenge and the solution? And where are things going in the near future? What would they say to the Divine Feminines? And yeah, let's get one more deck. What do the Divine Feminines need to know for their side of the energy? 2, 3. Okay. Not my usual table. Okay, Divine Masculines for this connection. Okay, unblocking, destined path, the star. So they're now more sure than ever that there's a future here with you. They're open to it. They do now know it's going to take a little bit longer than they thought, though. What would they say about that? Out of thin air, they feel like one day it's just going to click. They feel it. They feel it coming. it still feels out of reach to them. They are as frustrated as you are about that, divine feminines. They really are. But they are following their intuitive guidance as well. They know that one day it's just going to click. That's how they feel about this. They feel like there is no way that this connection would be carrying on the way that it is if it was not going to make sense out of the blue one day. So this tells me with these breakthroughs, mental breakthroughs, intention, and ideas, that their divine masculines are starting to get more downloads spontaneously in their own lives. Oh, I just threw the cards. In their own lives. And so they're now seeing miracles. This means that divine masculines, you've upped your belief and in the benevolence of the universe, and you're starting to receive your blessings coming in. This connection, divine feminines. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I just was wowing because the star turned into the immediate position. Actually, this blockage card. So for some masculines that some out of thin air are going to be pulled in their own direction, who are newer on the journey. So this time of year is a making or breaking this cycle. So some are coming forward, some are being blocked. It does not mean it's not your divine counterpart, but out of nowhere, depending on if counterparts need to up level in a autonomous way, a solo way, this blockage is going to happen, and it'll feel like a divine detour. For some in the collective, there is more of an epiphany that this next coming together, I'm even hearing unions, is going to happen in an instant. Okay, yeah. What do the feminines need to know about these? Romantic love. So I'm getting for some, there are some lovers still to come in that are not the counterpart. That is not for everyone. If that doesn't resonate for you or your counterpart, please do not take it. But there is still more learning to do before union readiness. And that, depending, regardless of where you're at with your own belief, I see it time and time again in the collective where there are some times where it's beneficial for other relationships with others to happen. So for some, there will be these divine detours where there's still more romantic love, karma, and lessons and non-attachment to be learned with others that aren't the counterparts. For some, this is union coming in with romantic love coming to the forefront. So romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. So for those who are not fully conscious yet and in the availability of union with counterpart, there will be more consciousness brought through other people. When you desire a conscious love, the universe sends that to you. It doesn't mean it's going to be your counterpart. If it's another lover, it will still be a conscious connection. That does not mean it will be sexual. It can be. Does not mean it will be emotional. It can be. Does not mean it will be mental. It can be. But it will be conscious. In some regard, it will teach. So yeah, this is where there's some multiple timelines going on here. And out of thin air, whatever is needed is coming in next. Remember, I read for a lot of people in the collective. There are new people coming in all the time. So if this doesn't resonate for you, one or the other timeline that just came through, please be aware that there are multiple timelines that I'm feeling right here, that changes are changing up really quickly. And it has to do with either focusing romantic love with the counterpart, with your divine counterpart, or possibly still more learning with other people coming in. So don't fear, everyone. It's all about consciousness. What can we see for the masculines consciously about their divine feminine? King of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. Non-conventional. they are realizing on a deeper level how unusual this connection is and how much you turn them on for that unconventional, non-traditional, consistent, solid, grounded, unusual way about you and this connection. So they're seeing how this wasn't what they thought long-term success looked like. And yet, these connections stand the test of time like nothing else. So they're seeing that irony now. It is law. This is the justice card. So there's this self-qualifying justice coming in that's not of the world. I'm getting that clearly. These 10 of Pentacles and the Justice card in the reverse, this would be very traditional, very by the book, very socially sanctioned. This is walk to the beat of your own drum for your own reasons, and the masculines are all in. This is the monogamous sexual king, the charismatic king, the spiritually realized embodied king. And they are choosing this connection because it does it for them, not because the world says so. That's gorgeous. What can we see for the feminines regarding that? Emergence. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment and watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So don't lord any of the developmental stages against or over your masculine. Divine feminines, allow a fresh take on whatever's going to happen next. For many, there's a romantic emergence coming in for the connections. What are the masculines feeling on the heart space about these connections? Here's the 8 of Pentacles that we got and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the solo path. The 9 of Pentacles, this is the autonomy, sovereignty. This is where they can hold their own without codependency. We saw the 8 of Pentacles for the masculines regarding innovations and breakthroughs with career and their emotions. So it is connected to what they've learned on this journey with you, Divine Feminine. It's giving them a money-making idea. It's giving them an example of somebody in you that has made money from healing, art, teaching in a way that is abundant, that is inspiring them to put their heart and their artisan ways into what they want to see emerge in the world, what they want to create, the type of world they want to help contribute to from their heart and soul. They want to specialize. So you are a direct inspiration in this new beginning, this new heartfelt, heart-led expression of creativity. Again, teaching, healing, art. They want to do this in their life. And I have what it takes for the long term. So they're seeing that this aspect of them that can come through, where a job isn't just a job, where it's a vocation or a calling or a purpose, that they can combine that and they can have a heart for humanity and for existence itself. And that this can be the key for more of a long-term motivation. They are seeing that energy as an example in this connection and being reminded what really matters to express out into the world. Beautiful, Divine Masculines. What can we see for how they feel? Oh, Divine Feminines, what do you need to know about that? Belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents, exactly, and a strong connection to Source. So you have a strong connection to Source. Your belief, your gifts, your talents, the way you're transforming your life is an inspiration. That's just a confirmation. It's an inspiration to your masculine. What can we see for how the masculines are feeling on the heart space for their Divine Feminine? Queen of Cups and 3 of Wands. There's more of that future potential here. Queen of Cups is the psychic intuitive, and you did get this psychic vision, hidden meanings, dream readings, this up-leveling card of this psychic clarity. So they are feeling and sensing how on it you are, how open to love, how balanced, how insightful, how unconditionally loving you really are, how you have no fear. They want to say that you are the most fearless person they have ever met, and they appreciate the heck out of you for that, Divine Feminines. What do you need to know about this? Forgiveness. The energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. So yes, Divine Feminine, just because you've had no fear, or you felt like you've had no fear, doesn't mean your masculine hasn't been fear-free. There are things that your masculine has done that isn't because of fear. It's because they've been following divine guidance. And so we have to forgive ourselves and others for following our connection to source, is ultimately what I'm getting here. Your divine counterpart trusts that you can see on that level and that you are unconditionally loving. Otherwise, you would not have stayed stride for stride on this journey like you have. And they are really putting down any of the things that confuse them about you, your character, what you're made of, what you're capable of. So do the same. If this really is your divine counterpart, that should be easy at this stage of the journey. What can we see for the divine masculine's wishes in their own lives? King of Pentacles and Five of Cups in the reverse, both. So they are rethinking their money making ways, their entrepreneurial ways, or their employment. They're looking at not wanting to miss out. There's a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out here. They don't want to take that road. They want to learn from their past and be unconventional. They want to do things that they are guided to do, not necessarily what they think they should do. They require more of a inner knowing with what they invest their time and energy into. There is a better way, exactly. They're looking at the past. They're not being victimized or blaming anything that's fallen away out of their life anymore. They are now looking at that through the eyes of love, and this is empowering them to take their lives higher. What do the feminines need to know about this? Realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. Yes, so they are learning their heart-centered truth, and this is going to cause them to be infallible in the world. What are the masculines wishing for this connection? Hanging on to the High Priestess. They are wishing to keep things at a bit of a pause right now to really feel into with more mercy, humility, clarity, compassion. It's like they are needing some time to really process right now without moving forward, without opening their heart to more. It's like they're saturated with what they've just experienced and they're needing to catch their breath, take a minute. So something has happened in the Divine Masculine's lives where they've just accelerated their growth. That can look like focus with your connection. That can look like something else they've had going on in their own lives. But they are really letting it sink in that there is a lot of higher understanding and knowing. Oh, Hannah, look at higher love just came out. So they are saying, like, they're really understanding what that means right now, and they need a minute. What can we see, Divine Masculine? They are accepting this calling to be Divine Masculine. Wow, 22. The frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So yeah, they are revamping, rethinking their life, this connection. They're letting it all sink in and give them the validation and the permission to fully embody this Divine Masculine attribute, aspect, self, God self, on a new level. What are they doing in their own lives at this time? Yeah, they're hermiting on this destined path for this new way of making money, way of revamping how they make money, way of bringing this higher understanding into the way they make money. That is synonymous with unions coming in. I do have to say, depending on where divine masculines are, this is going to be bringing in unions. What can we see? Cycles within cycles. It's all connected, it's all relative, it's sliding through the different dimensions. This connection, their livelihood, their karmic situations, it's all within cycles within cycles. So they're seeing how it's all connected. What do you need to know about this? Divine Feminine's allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So allowing experience of life and full aliveness, allowing for the presence of whatever's happening right now to fully inform us, to fully be seen for what its messages are, and to embrace it, to squeeze it out for its wisdom, and to allow, no matter what stage of the journey that you're on, to show you the wisdom, the spiritual aspects, the energetic aspects, the love, the compassion, the human aspects, the raw developing aspects, the clumsy human uncertainties, and to embrace it all. What are the divine masculines' actions straight towards this connection? Kindness and balance. So they want to just meet you in simplicity. I just heard they see the big picture. They're balancing out on a higher level. This is the angelic perspective, and so they are seeing what is possible. They're seeing what it's been for in many regards. What do you need to know, divine feminines? Yeah, prosperity. So this is how this connection has helped the masculines step into prosperity, because they understand it's about the energy, the alignment, the frequency you bring to things. They understand this deeply now, more so than ever. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, heart, mind, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Just that we are alive, getting to do these things. Have you stopped to think about the staggering odds of just being in a human body and having this kind of consciousness? Hello, what is that? We're already, in the lottery of the universe to have this earth experience. Like, pinch me in physical form. What is that? Prosperity. Let joy come through your life, everyone. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines? And the Temperance card for the second time back to back here. Bravery. Knowing that they have healed, that they are in this mastery, and now the whole of creation is at their feet to choose wisely and to bravely go forward, knowing this accountability, this gift of consciousness that they've been given. The challenge is it worth it? I just heard it's so hard being a human, waking up and finally seeing how much potency we do pack, what we wield as human beings. When we're unconscious, we're so freaking reckless. When we're conscious, it can be beautiful, but it's still raw because there's so much going on, uncertainty in the world. So masculines are asking, is this incarnation worth it? Is being human worth it? Is this whole dance of the universe through the density up into light worth it? So they are asking this on a high existential level. It's almost like I'm getting that they're asking God, what is it all for? Why does this happen? This is the challenge. It's like, why would our Creator cause us to go through this? What are the feminines meant to know about this? Discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. We are everyone, and yet we are only ourselves. This journey teaches us that precise exploration of duality, self and other, and our twin is our closest opportunity to see self and other in such a fine way. So divine masculines, you are meant to be in detachment. You are like no other, and yet we are intrinsically all connected as human beings having this earth experience. And so wisdom, you are being asked now to be accountable with the wisdom from that higher perspective. Divine feminines, divine masculines. What can we see for the solution to this challenge of bravely going forward from this place of awareness and healing? Okay, the secrets are being revealed now, one by one, the building blocks. We're not given more than we can handle, and just because everything has changed, this intention, mental breakthrough, and ideas, this light bulb chain of events. I'm seeing a Christmas tree strand of lights going pop, 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 and all lighting up, but it's one at a time. So the ideas, the steps will be illuminated one at a time. And so there is internal bravery required to say yes, but it won't be overwhelming because it's one at a time in the present moment. And I know the truth. This is the King of Swords in my deck here, and this is about making the decisions on a need to know, case by case, sure-footed, one at a time in the present moment. So divine masculines are aware that they don't have to carry it all at once. It can be one at a time when it's practical, grounded, realistic, relevant. What do divine feminines need to know about that? Cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. We are supernovas channeling this galactic, cosmic, whatever the heck it is, into this whatever the heck it is dimension. What do you want to make it, right? Where are the connections going in the near future? Princess of Wands, free spirit, and seeing through the confusion in the name of love. One at a time, every moment has an opportunity to be magical. Masculines have won their stripes, earned their sovereignty as this free spirit as well. Everybody is just doing what they may in the name of higher love and higher consciousness. These journeys have freed us to navigate these lives from a different vantage point of autonomy, true autonomy. I do have to say that in this regard, the choices are going to be more immediately reflected in karmic ways and in blessings. So if something is off track, the energy will increasingly point out the non-life affirming energy as a reflection. Destruction will back eddy off of anything that is set in motion that is not of life. Things that are life affirming are going to be met with wind in the sails like never before. What do the feminines need to know? Heart chakra, the age of Aquarius, the age of compassion I just heard. The green flower of life supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and body. I'm very much getting that the divine masculines are learning how potent they are. It's like they've been unleashed on the world as free spirits now, and they're immediately going to be seeing what is life affirming and what isn't. So divine feminines, stay in your heart right now, because I'm being told there are some renegade things the masculines aren't going to get right, and that you will be the unconditionally loving one that can hold space when they return from whatever this I'm hearing final test is. Okay, many blessings, everyone. This is where so many relationships are made or broken, where we understand who is for us and who isn't. So if it feels all up in the air with possible multiple choices or uncertainty, be in non-attachment, be in your heart, be in full awareness of the energies coming towards you so that you know when it's true gold, when it's sincere, when you can discern truth rather than need to guess. Trust your heart, trust the assessment. If nothing else, we've been fine-tuning these sensory instruments emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And we're coming to a place of mastery where you cannot delude, lie, or trick a divine being. Only the pure of heart may pass. Many blessings. Bye for now.